Okay, so this is really, really important here. These are the ones that people have a lot of questions about. I would not recommend that okay, you have to make a decision here. Do you want your book to be sold only via KDP Select or not? Now, you're not required we're not required, I believe, when you opt in on this, you're not required to sell your ebooks through this. Like, you still have to decide whether you want to set up a print book or not. So you may want to opt in just so that if you ever change your mind on this, you're opted in, and it's probably a lot harder to come back and add it than it is to just not create any ebooks. But for the most part, I actually would tell you just not to opt into this one at all. Actually, let me take that back. You're going to want to distribute your own books directly on Amazon KDP, whether you are distributing widely or not, whether you go into KDP Select or not. You do not want to lose 15% of your royalties by opting in through IngramSpark. In addition to that, you want it natively so you can go and update your metadata and do all kinds of things. So I highly encourage you to not opt into this one. Now, Apple Books, if you're going to do ebook, these others you may want to go ahead and opt into. And I don't know if you're going to see the terms as they pull up. Oh, yes, it is. Okay, so you can go through and you can see all of this. Again, we don't generally use Apple Books IngramSpark to distribute. I use other distributors, but there's no harm in accepting this. It's just you have to accept it in case you ever want to do ebooks. So but it's not forcing you to distribute to IngramSpark. So we're going to scroll down, accept. Target, this is one thing that you need to know about this. It's good. It's a good deal for you to accept this. If Target wants to have you in there, that's cool. But one thing you need to be aware of is that Target does buy 3, get 1 free. I'm sorry, right here. Promotions for sale at Target. Buy 2, get 1 free promos. These don't have to be all of your books, as a matter of fact. These can be your books mixed with somebody else's books. And do note that if your book gets lumped into a buy 2 get 1 free promotion, you may wind up with a negative royalty from that. I've seen it a couple of times. To me, the benefit of having your book available in Target outweighs the risk of potentially this happening to you. But as you can see, the cost is going to be divided equally among each publisher. So it's about $1.66 being invoiced per publisher. So again, you may have negative royalties depending on your fees, but it's kind of worth it to have your book available in Target. And it's never been huge. It's been a couple dollars at max. And you know what? We're excited to have our paperback books bought at Target. So I'm willing to eat those little whatchamadoodads fees from time to time. And then Lightning Source Sharjah. If you would like to enter into print-on-demand service agreements with Lightning Source, aka Lightning Source Sharjah, please review and accept the terms. The Sharjah services are not part of the standard IngramSpark offering and are not provided by Lightning Source, Ingram Content, or Ingram Content Group, Australia, UK, or Australia. Okay? Please, by clicking I accept, you're entering into an agreement directly with Lightning Source Etsy. This is new, so that's why I'm taking my time here. So let's read through this. You're an entity accepting this agreement on your behalf. Provides terms and conditions. Read these terms carefully. Lightning Source is in the United States and is not responsible, yada yada. Okay, here's the agreement. Agrees to provide print-on-demand services as further described in the user guide in the UAE and other locations. So this is expanding you to very specific countries. So if you think you're going to be printing for UAE and other locations that LSFCZC provides, then you have to opt into this one. So it's going to go through the fees and all of those types of things. Now, what I don't know and understand about this, and I'm sure they must have some education about it, there may be other countries that come into this, and if that's the case, they may allow you to opt into this. Unless you know that you have a high market in one of these countries, or the likelihood of people wanting to buy it there, you know, it's up to you as to whether or not you accept it. Now, it's another place that your books are open to. I have not gone through this really quick, in detail. So, I can't tell you whether or not it's a good idea to answer this one. I would definitely read it very carefully before you sign it if you want to. And I would say most of you, if you're American, are probably going to have, and even those non-Americans, your primary sales are probably going to happen in the US, Canada, and UK, Australia, English-speaking places. Okay, so that's completely up to you if you want to expand your reach with these optional places. I'm going to go ahead and accept. Okay, then you have to enter your compensation, which you want to put in your information in here. You're going to add in your, either you can, if you're in the US, you can choose to be paid by PayPal, but everyone else, I recommend direct deposit. That also keeps it very clean for your accounting. And then you can also use a debit or credit card. You're going to enter in anything. You're going to enter and use the email address, probably, unless you want a different address for your banking and royalties information. This is where you are going to fill in this, and you're going to just fill it all in. When you're done, press continue, or you can save if you need to come back, but it's not going to let you move forward until you have completed your payments side. So there you have it.